Few people will face life-threatening multiple disasters in their lifetime. Fewer still have the expertise to dissect those disasters in order to understand how their leadership contributed to survival. As a professional round-the-world yachtsman, and with my background in psychology, I am able to deliver just this. My 4 tenets, teamwork, leadership, communication and fun, translate highly effectively from offshore to office and are designed to be applied in any business situation. I will show you how to find this balance. Throughout my 20-year sailing career, I've sailed in some of the most hostile environments on the planet, ranging from the freezing wilderness of the Southern Ocean through to the debilitating humidity of the tropics. I am one of a select group of sailors who has circumnavigated the world against prevailing winds and currents, a feat which until recently was considered impossible. I have faced hurricanes, collisions, flooding, and the emergency medical evacuation of a crewmate. Leadership and survival are one and the same thing. Without leadership, you will not survive. I've also built a successful sailing school and trained future round-the-world racing crews from zero experience to a state of ocean-going readiness. My energy and passion for sailing was formed as a child in dinghies and globalised through the racing the BT Global Challenge. As a graduate in psychology and philosophy, and as an accomplished sailor, I have unique insight into the practical applications of effective leadership and team development within the challenging environments of open water and indeed the corporate office. What's in the presentation? Well, it's an engaging and challenging review which references both real-life experiences of disaster and famous tragedies in order to assess the role of critical failures and successes of leadership in the outcome of these situations. Teamwork, leadership, communication and fun. Illustrating the importance of the 4 tenets through my own significant experience and by reviewing well-known disasters with an insider's expert eye, I discuss what lessons we can all learn about team dynamics and how we can avert disasters in our personal and professional lives. What will you learn? This is not simply a presentation about effective delegation and leading from the front. Whether it's an aggressive pitch against competition, internal crisis, hurricane-force winds, the same lessons will still apply. I present a keen understanding of facets of leadership as tested and proven in extreme conditions, including the value of feelings and sharing them in a tensioned environment, leadership under extreme pressure, importance of the conscious management of the core components of team leadership, transparency and situational awareness, be honest with your troops, the importance of deciding to succeed rather than simply trying to succeed. This presentation bridges the gap between offshore and office, demonstrating how to challenge the norm of observations and conclusions, solve problems from within the team environment, ensure the accountability of decision-making processes whilst managing team dynamics. The presentation in practice. Whilst on the water, I create an environment for business leaders which illustrates that experience is what you learn just after you most needed it. Time on the water naturally creates unique situations which invariably require unique solutions. I communicate how this adaptive thinking process can be applied in practice. What have I done? Well, I'm a round-the-world yachtsman who has circumnavigated the globe the wrong way against prevailing winds and tides. I was one of a select group of skippers to train amateur round-the-world crews from scratch to race readiness. I'm a principal of a successful sailing school. I'm a personal development coach. I lead team building courses. I've skippered numerous offshore and ocean racing teams, most recently in last year's Fastnet. I've worked extensively for youth charities, skippering and mentoring young people from underprivileged backgrounds. I've also worked very closely with the military in their cadet training leadership program.